Well, hello, you beautiful people. Come along with me. Let's do a paver install today. We're going to take the grass out and install pavers. And I'll tell you why here in a little bit. Well, it all starts with excavation. You notice that we have one big working pile in the center. And this is because after further review of the entire area, once we dug down the center, we noticed the sidewalks were really thin, and I mean like 3 inches thin. We do not want to take the skid steer across that. If we did, we want the ground protection mats, and we really want to do everything we can, but that's just not the safe way, so we had to go the long way around. And here we are. Let's haul off the topsoil 10-yard trucks at a time. We ended up hauling off about 300 cubic yards of topsoil. Compaction is key. I can't say it enough. Every paver job, almost every landscaping job is all about the correct compaction. Everything will settle unevenly if you don't. So, I'm going to beat this in your head. Compaction. Compaction. More compaction. Compaction. And more compaction. All right, I think that's enough. Well, now that the base layer is getting to a level of compaction that we're comfortable with, we're going to start with 1 to 2 inch layers of 3/8 inch limestone flex base. Taking your time to get this compacted at the correct moisture level means all the difference in the world for your end result product. Well, you may be asking, why are we going through all this trouble just to put pavers in? Why not another material? Why not just concrete this? Well, it boils down to this. The plan is to park side-by-sides and ATVs on this surface. The city came back and said, well, that has to happen on an all-weather surface, and the only one we will approve is pavers. So we started down the process to keep the city happy and make it the most functional, and that's where we are. Perfectly level, compacted, 8 separate rises of anywhere from 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches with compaction and water. This is level. Every square foot is leveled with a laser and with a string guide. So on to sections 2 and 3. Here we go. Down to the last one. Watering it in. One last layer of paction on that side. We'll be ready to go. Guess what's coming? Oh, did I mention compaction? More compaction. Even on the upper layers, you see how important it is. -1/4 inch with no fines, washed limestone. show you what it's for. So you saw our compaction. This is base, so this is the same material, but it's 3/8, and this has got fines in it. So this has got powder in it. That's why it looks like concrete when we're done. So this is we wet it. This is on its last phase. So it's got to dry out a little bit so it's not sticky. Then it's gonna be hard as a rock. It's gonna harden. Then we put the fabric. We double check level, which I just did with my Mosier. Has the exact amount of fall we want, which is from the building to this is 7 inches, and you just want it to be a smooth transition to match that so that water dissipates. And this is going to be our grid pattern. Boom. So string line pop to the building. See that string? And then one this way. We'll keep moving it over. We'll level it out. That's a 1-inch pipe. That way you can trowel it. You get the perfect amount of light compaction. You don't want to over compact it. And now it's just a process. Slow and steady. Good looking little paver area. We've already got these sanded all the way up into here. That's poly sand. That poly sand activates underwater, and it's almost like glue. It'll lock these bad boys in. But anybody can make a nice paver area. It's the prep work that makes the difference. So we left this side exposed. That's the prep work. That's the difference. That's uncompacted. That's the fresh material. That's compacted. Look at that compaction. That is like concrete. All the other areas are finished. We're sanding this one in now with the poly sand, wetting it in this afternoon. That's usually about a 20-minute procedure, and then it dries. Do another 20-minute procedure, then you rinse it all off. Well, you came with us through the whole process. What do you think about the end result? 3,400 square foot of parking we gained here. That was the goal. Not to mention that it looks way better than just plain old concrete, doesn't it? Not only can we park vehicles on here, side-by-sides, dirt bikes, watercraft, anything you would imagine. We can also hold events here. It's just real estate gained in the end. So in the beginning, we had a problem, and we came up with a solution. And that's what matters. That's what we're here for. We work with you to create results. Everybody give a round of applause to all of the employees that worked on this project. It was about a 2 to 3 month project after rain and delays, but in the end, it turned out spectacular. Couldn't ask for more. You guys know who to call. Land Pride Lot Service.
Land Pride Lot Service, everything dirt and landscaping.